You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
After facing a series of losses in the last few state elections, the BJP finally landed a stellar victory for themselves. Despite the glaring unemployment problem and despite the weakened economy due to the pandemic, if the Bihar elections and the bypoll results tell us anything, it's this, that the BJP knows how to manage elections. Although the party couldn't become the single largest majority in Bihar, they made a noteworthy expansion into the state on their own by winning 31 more seats than the JDU. In the bypolls held across 11 states, it was a BJP sweep in 40 out of the 59 seats that went to polls. And all this comes as a major boost for the party at a time when it was looking like they had lost their winning streak after their resounding 2019 Lok Sabha victory. While they were practically decimated in Delhi and Jharkhand, their overreaching expansionist tactics cost them dearly in Maharashtra. And in Haryana, they retained power but with a weakened vote share. So how did the BJP make a comeback in the states this election season despite the unfavourable conditions? What worked for them? In this episode, I'll be shortly joined by Aditya Menon, the Quint's political editor. You're tuned in to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you. And I'm your host, Shalpuri. As the counting of votes finally wrapped up late on 10th November, the BJP went on to being the second largest majority after the RJD in Bihar. But even before the numbers were finalized, what became evidently clear is that the BJP was going to redefine their position in the NDA alliance and perhaps even alter Bihar's politics. While Nitish Kumar's anti-incumbency was palpable in JDU's numbers, the BJP managed to not only double their strike rate but also practically drag the NDA alliance to victory. It won most of the seats against the Congress. It also won more seats against the RJD than what the JDU could manage to do. But most importantly, it emerged as the dominant partner in the NDA by a long margin. So, what worked for the BJP in Bihar? Firstly, Modi popularity. Even as Nitish Kumar's popularity sank after 15 years of staying in power, the opinion polls ahead of the election had shown that Prime Minister Narendra Modi still remains fairly popular in the state with a 78% approval rating despite the centre's handling of the coronavirus pandemic and the LAC standoff with China. And in the face of a tremendous migrant crisis and unemployment, the BJP seemed to have banked on the Modi magic to make up for its alliance partners' anti-incumbency. And the mandate is clear. The BJP won 74 seats, 21 more than its 2015 tally, as opposed to the JDU, which won 43 seats, which is 28 less than its 2015 tally.
It's clear that Prime Minister Modi still remains extremely popular despite all the various challenges that he has faced, pandemic or his below par handling of the economy or the Chinese incursions. But despite all that, he enjoys a significantly high approval rating, especially in Bihar. It seems that the voters have sort of distanced him from the blame for any of these woes. What all that one can say, it must be really smart image management from his part, and it also goes with the fact that whenever he addresses the nation, he never goes into specifics. So because he never goes into specifics, he cannot be blamed for specific failures. So I think he's managed to project himself as some kind of a larger than life figure who cannot be pinned down on day-to-day governance failures.
But while the LJP did cost the NDA a lot of seats, one other way to look at its role is how they ended up helping the BJP get a one-up over the JDU. Although the stakes were really high for the NDA and even potentially dangerous for the LJP to be a vote cutter, as the party polled more votes than the margin between the winning candidate and the defeated JDU candidates in a lot of constituencies, it only enabled the BJP to come off as the stronger NDA ally. So every loss for the JDU was a gain for the BJP in that sense.
The LGP factor, as you said, definitely helped the BJP come one up over the JDU, that too by an extremely long margin. If it was a pre-planned game, it was a very smart pre-planned game. And it seems that in a number of seats, the BJP's core voters did not support the JDU and instead voted for the LJP. Uh, Besides this, the BJP also enjoyed an extremely solid support of its core upper caste voters. Uh, it is sort of remarkable that, unlike JDU, which suffered due to 15 years of anti incumbency, the BJP, which has been its partner for 80% of that period, hasn't suffered as much. The entire blame for governance failure seems to have gone to Nitish Kumar and not the BJP, and BJP's core supporters remain as committed as they were, say, 5 or 10 years ago. Uh, One reason for that is that the BJP has never had its chief minister in Bihar, and the second reason is Bihar has never had an upper caste chief minister in the last 30 years. So the BJP's upper caste base sees that sees a possibility that sometime in the future they might have their own chief minister from the BJP belonging to the dominant caste, or at least an OBC CM who gives a great deal of space to upper castes. So they want to move towards such a reality, and which is why they continue to loyally back the BJP. So that's another factor that has worked in the BJP's in the BJP's favor in this election.
So, why is this win important for the BJP? Well, the party, as we know, has been on an expansionist drive in the state politics of the Hindi heartland, which has a high concentration of its Hindu nationalist base. But Bihar is the only state where the party has never won on its own. And with this election, it's closer to success. And now that the junior NDA partner has become the big brother in the state, this win is likely to change equations within the NDA as well. Yet, unlike the past struggle with Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, the BJP seems to be treading carefully with Nitish and constantly reasserting that he will be the chief minister.
I think it's perhaps no coincidence that the BJP sent its main leader in Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, to manage the election in Bihar. I think Fadnavis, along with party president Jagat Prakash Nadda, seem to have played a very delicate balance between trying to win the election for the NDA on one hand and also put Nitish Kumar in his place on the other. In a sense, they are following the Maharashtra model in which the BJP through the 90s and 2000s built itself on the shoulders of the Shiv Sena, and slowly came into its own and finally overtook the Shiv Sena in terms of popularity, as was evident in the 2014 assembly elections. So that is the model that the BJP wants to follow in the long run, and in the long run they do want to go solo in Bihar. So this election, probably the BJP took a call that they were not strong enough to go on their own, or rather, Nitish Kumar, if had he shifted sides to the Mahagathbandhan, it could have led to a washout for the BJP. So the BJP took a tactical call to persist with Nitish Kumar, and then emerge as the single largest party within the NDA, and gradually increase its influence. And finally, by the time there's the next election, even before the next election, the BJP can have its own government in the state.
But coming to the party's performance in the bypolls, while it was a tidal sweep for the BJP in a majority of the seats, it's perhaps a wake up call for the Congress that suffered a humiliating defeat. From Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat alone, where the bypolls were necessitated due to defections from the Congress, it won 26 seats in total, and most of them were won by turncoat Congress MLAs. That means that in MP, the Shivraj Singh Chauhan government is now stable, and in Gujarat, the Congress has been reduced to just 65 seats. In Karnataka too, they won 2 out of 2 seats, including Sira, a seat that they had never won before. In Uttar Pradesh, it retained 6 out of 7 seats, reasserting Yogi Adityanath's dominance. So how did the BJP manage such a successful streak in the bypolls? Is the Congress's incapacities turning out to be in BJP's favor?
So these bipoles are important for a number of reasons. You mentioned the Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat. Now Gujarat is one state where the incumbent party in the state has consistently won most bipoles. So that advantage is always there. Madhya Pradesh Congress expected to win way more seats than what they ended up winning, and now there seems to be no danger for the Shivraj Singh Chauhan government. But another significant win was in Telangana. the BJP won one seat with a very small margin, defeating the TRS, and the Congress was relegated to a distant third position. So this indicates that in the months to come and in the run up to the 2023 Telangana elections, the BJP might emerge as the main opposition party in the state, overtaking the Congress. So the BJP would try to take Telangana in the direction of, say, where it has taken Odisha, where the BJP has completely upstaged the Congress as the main opposition party. Other than that, Uttar Pradesh, again, extremely significant win for the BJP. And I mean, this is also a break from the BJP's usually poor performances in Uttar Pradesh bypolls. So I mean, seeing it 7-1 is quite significant. Also significant here is that the Samajwadi Party seems to have emerged as the strongest of all the opposition parties in UP. This is despite the Congress's activism on the Hathras case. But all in all, the UP bypoll is also a major win for BJP, and the BJP can safely say that this was a referendum on its performance, and the factors like Hathras or the rise in crime in the state hasn't affected them at all.
If you like listening to this episode, please subscribe to the Big Story playlist for episodic updates. We're live on Apple, Google Podcast, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website and check out the podcast section. For any feedback, shoot an email to podcast@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.